Welcome back to Wepner Farms Productions. It's another beautiful, crisp day. The bright side of it being so frigid out is the trees always look beautiful. Look at this bad boy. It's all crystallized. All the trees are like that all the way around. I mean, you can't see down in the wood line, but everything's all white and pretty. But it is, that's at -5 on my way here. It's not windy, which is nice. But I tell you what, the cold, it bites your face, no matter what. So anyways, we are going to bed up some calves this morning. And then I think the main objective today is to get stuff set up in the shop. So I'm gonna take you along to bed these calves. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my chores, and then hopefully we'll get that shop set up today. We got some pluses and minuses with this skid steer. The one big plus is the heater's super warm and it has a butt warmer. The big minus is that this door that keeps all our heat in is very inconvenient for doing anything here with the bales. So we're gonna crawl out of here, cut this nut wrap off, because I don't want to actually like bust this bale all open. So we're gonna cut the nut wrap off while it's up in the air, and then we're gonna try to pull it off, and then we're gonna set the bale down right here so we hopefully scoop it up with our bale scooper, and then be able to bed it. We're gonna get 2 bales out and place them just like that, and then hopefully be able to scoop them up nicely with our bale processor. This should be interesting. I've never actually scooped them up like this, and I don't know how you're supposed to load this, but this is supposed to be a round bale processor. We always use it for square bales, but I don't know, it's kind of a mess, so we'll see how it goes. I tried holding the bales over top of this and dumping them in, and then they go everywhere, so don't do that. We'll see how good it scoops on the ground. I get these hydraulics hooked up and we'll give her a whirl. Well, if it all stays in there on our way over, that actually went quite well. Yeah, that actually went really well. There's a little bit here, but that's not a big deal. Wouldn't have anything any different with a square bale. So I guess we'll take this to the barn and bed her out. I'll have to rate that experience an 8 out of 10. This barn should be good for 2 days now. We'll come back on Wednesday. Today is Monday. We'll come back Wednesday with straw, bed it, and hopefully this bedding pack will make it till next Monday, which will be 2 weeks without cleaning. So it's been exactly 1 week, and I'd like to make it 2 weeks. We can make it in the summertime. Sometimes on a good weather week, we'll make it 3.5 weeks. Otherwise it is typically every 2 weeks we got a bed. I'll leave this door just cracked on the bottom so we can pull air through the bottom. Not too breezy out. I like to keep the air moving in here, especially since it's a little dusty in here now. So yeah, on with the rest of the chores. We got this probably really frozen tube of probiotics. Got this calf here, as you can see, kind of a little bit scoury. I don't know what its deal is, if it's more of a respiratory thing. You can see in its coat that it's not that fleshy. So we did have a few come through with rotavirus lately, so that is kind of unfortunate, but we're gonna give her some probiotics, help her out. Hopefully this thing isn't rock hard frozen thing. And this just goes in the mouth. We're not giving any antibiotics at this time, but oh, that's so hard. Oh, we're almost done, buddy. Just got a little more I'd like to give you, if you allowed me to. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is with this calf. Usually don't have any sicknesses in this barn, but obviously she had something still going on when she got moved. So yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Kind of big to be scouring too, so who knows. So we're just gonna take a gander at these bigger calves. They're all looking pretty nice. Got a little frost on their noses. It's starting to get pretty cold out, I would say. You guys all got your winter coats on. They're super cute when they got their winter coats on. We're gonna have to start putting calf jackets on these new ones. I think these are doing good here yet, but these are the newest ones we just moved in. They're probably around 3 weeks old. I don't have a birth date on them, but that one's shivering a little bit. So yeah, we should probably get calf jackets on these little ones. I don't like to put calf jackets on until after their first 2 weeks. So them being in the freestall barn definitely helps. It's a lot warmer than it is out here. These calves can tolerate a lot, but when it gets down to -5, it's just a little bit chilly, and then they're burning energy staying warm and not growing. So otherwise I'm sure they'd be fine. It's just a matter of how fast they're gonna grow. Oh, how kind of Big Ricky to open the door for us. The steam is rolling in. See what we got going on in the pre-fresh. Shouldn't be anybody in here freshening, but you never know sometimes. Bedding pack looks okay. Heifer's just starting to bag up on the end there. You can see start to get a little bit rounder, a little more firm, but she's probably gonna, she looks like she might freshen probably tomorrow. All right, look at our little calves next. What do you think, little buddy? What do you think? This is a premature. She's actually really rough for a little while. I didn't even give her a tag, if I'm gonna be honest. But she's gonna have to get a tag. These are our newest ones. They got a yellow band. That means that they didn't drink all their milk. So I gotta look at them a little closer to see what's wrong with them. Otherwise, you guys look really nice. These guys I had on XNL and probiotics. A few of these here. You see their pens are pretty dirty, but they're coming around. Rotavirus and crypto. So still battling that. You guys know we've gone through the extremes with crypto and rotavirus. Everything has been miserable with that. And we've tested everything. Everything is clean. Here we got another one that's just starting to scour here. You can see the feces are real liquid-like. So we're gonna put you on probiotics. You look good. Probiotics. We're gonna wait on XNL. I don't like to start XNL too early because it seems like it doesn't work as well if you start it too early. So we'll start it on probiotics and then move on to XNL if we see any blood in the feces. So yeah, we're gonna need 1 tube of probiotics, and we'll bring that XNL because I know that one on probiotics down there is on XNL, so we'll grab that stuff. Okay, we got our stuff. You're a really chunky calf for being sick, so we'll start with you. We're going to where'd it go? Right here. Got a probiotic tube. Hi, buddy. So we gotta put it all the way down to its throat to make sure that it eats it. We're gonna do half the tube. Give the other half tomorrow. We'll have to keep an eye on her. Make sure our scours don't get any worse. That looks a little bit worse than that. You can see there's particles in it. There's no blood yet, so hopefully it doesn't get blood. And then we got this calf. Doesn't look quite as good. But we're gonna give it 2 cc's XNL. We do that in the neck. And then along with that, we're going to do the rest of its probiotics. Out of this probably frozen tube. Oh, that one in the calf part was hard to give. There you go. There. I think that's all we gotta do with our calves this morning. Go put our stuff back. We're gonna keep an eye on this heifer calf. They look a little bit drowsy. Did have electrolytes this morning, so hopefully that'll be some extra nutrition for it. Help it out. But yeah, otherwise the calves look pretty decent up here, considering what we have just been going through. And I had to do stuff with 2 calves this morning, so it's not too terribly bad. We only got one probiotic left. We're gonna have to send Grandpa on a run to get some more. Got a couple cows to treat for mastitis. I think 2. Looking at the list, there wasn't anybody new, so it's just whoever we had treated before. Robot 4, according to the computer in there, is a power failure, whatever that means. What are we doing here? Nothing? A whole lot of nothing. Restore power to robots. Interesting. Let's do what every normal person would do. Kick this stuff out. Didn't even fall to the ground. Alright. Interesting. I don't really know what's going on here. I've never seen this happen before. Dusty, dusty, dusty. Alright, fire this stuff up. Close that up, see what happens. We're moving. Kind of. This stuff looks not straight. We'll see in a minute here. Man, these cows really know how to break stuff. I think we got bigger problems. We're gonna do a hard shutdown on the CU. That's what powers the robots or distributes power. We're gonna try that first. If that doesn't do anything, then we gotta check terminals and make sure everything's tight. What? So in order to do that, we gotta shut this robot down. It's gotta pump this milk out, and then we'll do a shutdown just like we shut the other one down. And we should be able to reset that CU and see how that does. But we gotta check all these terminals, all these, make sure there's proper connection. We're supposed to use a voltmeter to see if there's the proper electricity going through there. So hopefully there is. But well, I don't know, maybe hopefully there's not. Because otherwise it's probably above our pay grade if it's not one of those three things. So as you can see, there's a lot of electronics on here, so hopefully resetting that CU is going to fix our issues. But this one is running fine, and this robot and that robot run off the same CU, so there's a chance that it's probably not the CU, and restarting that might not fix our issues, but it might, so keep your fingers crossed. It would just pull out looking at the other one.
Hi.
I thought it would all just pull out looking at the other one. You got your screwdriver. Yeah. Come on, girl, get out of here. Not allowed to get milk yet. I guess one of those two things we did, either tightening up those cables or just doing that reset on the CU, fixed our problems for now. So I gotta treat that cow, and then we're gonna eat breakfast, and then I don't know what the plan is for today because everyone's got a different plan on what today is. So All right, guys. It is not any warmer out. We got ration sheet. All right, so we need some 9/16 inch wrenches now. Oh, I wish you guys could see me whipping. Oh, Dad is back at the chiropractor again. He's just about living there now. He must like it. I need to grab two 9/16 inch wrenches. We gotta pull a scraper out because the wing is going not where it needs to be. It is not connected. I got one 9/16, two 9/16. All right. So I don't really know what 100% the issue is with it, but I do know that I think the bottom of it is worn out, and that is causing the pin that holds the wing on to not stay where it's supposed to, and then it falls off. So you guys will see in a minute. Woohoo! Alrighty, to the barn we go. I think I was wrong about the freshening of that cow. We've got a hot dog. That is unfortunate. Well, not unfortunate, but I prefer them to have their calves when it's oh, there's a scraper right there. When it's morning chores done. Alright, we gotta go in there. And the Juno's coming, so we probably want to be out of the way. That should work. Ricky! You want some frozen glovies? No. No? You're raw dogging this one? Or are you making me do all the work? Now you don't want gloves. I want gloves. They're not frozen, they're just cold. There you go, scooter. Yeah. Check this out. Grandpa got his new spreader in. His 3-year trade-in. He trades it in every 3 years. It's a pretty nice unit. It's exactly the same as the old one, except it's new. We're gonna take this scraper and put it in this milk house here to wash it off. The thing is obviously full of poop, but it's kind of what we made this milk house for. Somewhere warm to do this kind of stuff. So we'll get her all opened up so we can haul her in here. It's just a warm room that we can wash yucky things in. So I'm gonna get this door opened up. Get ready to bring it in. Oh, back up a little. All right. Pick it up. Up. That'll work. All right, we got our scraper indoors. We can work on this thing. So here's our problem. This is actually backwards. This has got to flip around. And then we got these holes here. There's a pin that goes through here that connects that wing on, but the bottom, and both of them are getting pretty bad, but the bottom is no longer there. So we need a new pin. We need to rebuild the bottom of this. That should be good to go again. Yeah, good times. Love scrapers. Love scrapers. Look how bent this thing is.
I'd rather fix these every once in a while and I have to scrape the barn every day, 3 times a day.
I'd say
4 to 5 times a day.
Yeah, they're wonderful the 99% of the time they're working, but the 1% that they're not working can be a royal pain. But I mean, think of how old these scrapers are. I think these paps are, some of these are original from...
I think all the pads are original from the
first edition. So, I mean, that scraper is probably... Scraper is probably 15 years old for sure. Without a doubt. So, yeah. Alright, so we got our shaft. We got some 1/4-inch steel to rebuild the bottom of this. Kind of just redo that whole thing, and then we got to do the same thing on the other side. I guess we really don't have to bust a hole in that because we can just weld that all solid, I think. Maybe. This one looks like it was put through and welded in. So I don't know. We'll see when we get there. So I drew out a template that's hopefully going to fit right on there. Ricky's cutting it out. I got paint all over myself. But hopefully once we get this cut out, all my angles are right, we can just set that on there and it's going to work flawlessly. Alright, how hot is this? So Big Ricky did such a wonderful job cutting this out. That might work.
Should have made it a little smaller.
I guess so. I'm sure this probably wasn't, metal probably wasn't perfectly square. Could probably, I'll trace out another one because it looks like it's gonna work otherwise. I'll trace out another one and then just cut it a little slimmer, especially since this one don't. But I'm gonna flip it over and weld the other side. Maybe it'd be better anyways. So yeah, I think that'll work though. Oh, they're chasing me. Getting away from my legs. Okay, we pretty much got this all boogered on over here. This one laid pretty nice. This was kind of vertical, so kind of fight the goops when you don't know how to weld. So yeah, let's flip her back this way. It would be nice to get some weld along in there just to hold it to that pin. Otherwise, that should be pretty sufficient. We got the bottom made, so now just gotta flip it over and get our pin made. Put that in. really high in the inlets. Guys, that looks like it'll maybe work. Get it all welded in there. There's probably enough play in that anyways. Beautiful. There we go. Finished machine. So all we gotta do is shore on the forks and put it back in the barn and see if she scrapes. We got her beefed up a little bit, this side especially, but hopefully she'll last another week or two. Guaranteed until it breaks. We got the scraper fired back up. It's gonna be probably 20 minutes before it turns back around, so you guys aren't gonna get to see it. I'll check on it later. Maybe I'll check on it with you guys, see how good of a job it's doing, but so far it's staying together, so that's really all it's gotta do. I'm sure it's gonna push the poop. So yeah, on to the next task. What have you cows done? We gotta take care of this calf. You guys are some good mamas. Keeping your calf nice and warm. Look at you. Which one of you guys buried her? Huh? Who did it? What do we got? What are we working with? Little bull calf. Look at you. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this little hot dog quick. Probably gonna have to carry it out of here because they got a landmine over here. Bedding pack should actually probably be cleaned here sometime this week. We'll see. Maybe let one more calf get born and then we'll clean it out. We have another one this week. It's supposed to be slow, so usually when it's slow, I'll let it get just a little bit wetter to save on bedding, right or wrong. But I'm gonna take care of this hot dog and then we'll continue on with our day. Looks like they've made some progress while I was gone. 57 degrees. It's warming up in here. Plan is to get this air compressor in that corner as far as last we spoke.
Okay, go up. Till the forward. Back up a little bit. Okay, go down.
Should clear now.
Till the forward.
Tilt it forward.
Forward. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, go down. Back up.
The new trim is all smashed up already. How are we moving this thing?
What?
You guys work up a big plan on how we're moving this, or?
No. Oh, look, it's slide nice and easy. So I slid it on the trailer by myself.
Oh. You slid it on the trailer by yourself. This should be a piece of cake.
They had that side against the wall with them spacers.
We put that strap around the bottom and kind of pick up and pull and somebody push.
What?
We put the strap around the front legs so we kind of pick up and pull and then somebody push. Ouch! Yeah, it looks that way.
We can get some snowmobile dollies.
That would be that.
Just bring a fork jack up here, Jack. Set it up.
Just slide one end. I don't know what side is heavier.
We'll
Yeah,
get
maybe
four dollies, put two on the side, two on that side.
Should maybe do that.
Yeah, this one side, but
Plywood over it though.
I'm 133.
We'll get this in and then we can eat lunch.
Let's get time before day gets back here.
Alright.
Come on.
Certainly not you.
I'll give you a nice snap-on one to use.
Nice round tank.
Yeah, but it should tip because that's.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful smell. Hold on. Oh, you got a lot accomplished while I was gone. Where's your machinery? What?
You go on the other side and hold that.
It's not very kind of you. I just got all my pride and joy set up to do this, and then you kick me out.
Don't let it tip over on me, that hurt.
Is that far enough?
Wait. What? Okay, now go this way down.
What?
Can you go down this way?
This thing's heavy. Beautiful. We just need electricity, and that should really work. Cool. Very nice unit. All right, we're probably getting pretty long here, but we got that up there. Trailer's unloaded. Got some other projects to do today, but we're gonna put you guys down, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.